Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back, it's Jordan here. We're gonna start today off at a new coffee shop called Deauville Coffee. Is that like Corella Deauville? Maybe. The convenient thing about this coffee shop is it's right across the way from the Lego store here in West Edmonton Mall. So Jose just informed me that she got a Nutella latte. And I was like, did you get me one? She's like, no, I just got you a plain one. I was like, no, really? She's like, no, I'm just kidding. And look at that. It's got a heart on top. Gotta love that. And they have samplers. Help yourself. Looks like a delicious treat. Is that a Fudgio on top of that? Like, what is that, a donut with a Fudgio? That's next level. You know, this is a pretty great way to start the day, that's for sure. It might be a little bit early to go smash an entire Fudgio donut, but I'm considering it. That would be pretty good. You know what, we actually did something before this. We went and turned in 4 large bags of bottles at the Bottle Depot. And we got ourselves, what was it, Jose? $29.30? 40 cents. 40 cents, sorry. Ah, that was awesome. That equates to 1 Pab cup. Over 1 Pab cup, actually. So, hopefully they got some good parts on the Pab wall. So Jose has to do a couple returns at Old Navy. And check it out. 2 icons together at last. Canada, Mickey Mouse, Old Navy. There's like a new collection there. Might have to check that out. I'm eyeing this up for Benjamin. I think it's too big for him though. Ah, that would be classic because him and I could match. I'm for sure thinking about getting that. That's awesome. Look at that little Mickey. That's subtle. I like that shirt too. It's like a linen. Pretty thick though. Might be hot in the summer days. Dude, I want to get that. If you have a baby, oh my gosh, these are adorable. That is awesome. These are pretty cute too for toddlers, but this is just next level. I can't really pull this shirt off, but it is funny. More espresso, less depresso. That's a bit much. So when I got here this morning, I didn't see any like Pab boxes being loaded onto the wall. So I was like, it's nothing serious. There's gonna be nothing on the Pab wall. There's no Pab shipment. Let's just go do the returns there. Let's just take it easy in the mall for a bit. And then I got here and I seen a whack of people loading boxes. It's like, oh, wait a minute. There is a Pab shipment today and it is a great one. Dark orange masonry, white limb elements. These are gonna be great because we built those snow-covered trees in the Winter Village, and we need more of those because we're going to expand that area. We're going to build a ski slope one day, so we're going to need those, and we might as well get them when they're on the Pab wall. But there's just like so many great parts today, it is nuts. There's more of these leaves, which you can never have enough of when you've got a city my size. And there's also these, which are great for building trees, of course. And they have those leaves in olive green, and right beside that is the ferns. And I know we've been buying a lot of ferns lately, but we're starting to create some new like spruce trees that use like 100 ferns per tree. So they're gonna go quick. So they've got the regular green ones here, also the dark green up top. We've been buying these like crazy lately because they're great for adding vegetation and like flowers to the countryside. So we're gonna use a bunch of those like right away when we get to that final layer of detail. There's also olive green masonry, dark tan palisade. They had 1x4 light bluish gray masonry, but they also have 1x4 nougat. There's seaweed elements right here, and this is something that I've never seen before, and it is a gem. Look at that. 2x6 dark green bricks. Are you kidding me? Those are going to be great for creating hills. I've been just using the regular green, but it would be really nice to mix in some of the dark green because of course grass and vegetation and all that comes in different colors. So we're for sure going to have to get some dark green 2x6 bricks. That's incredible. Also, these are going to stack beautifully in the boxes. They also have light gray and dark blue. One thing I don't see in the 2x brick format is dark gray. Hey, I'm not complaining, all right? But it would be nice to see dark gray one day just because I just bought like so much of that directly from Lego online, and it would be nice to see that on the Pab wall. But hey, once again, I'm not complaining. We got 1x10 light gray, 4x6 dark gray plates there, 2x4 white tiles. That might be good to top some of the studs when we pack the boxes, but we have a lot of that right now. It's good for like underlying ballast train track support. We got blue flags up here, which is good to pair up with Black Vulcan Knights. I like these too because you can use them to create the trees. If you pair them up with like these, then you can have those limb elements hinge downward and you can create like that spruce tree effect. You can sort of pair it up with these. That's how I built the snow-covered trees for the Winter Village. Like I paired up this with this in reddish brown though, and also that. So you could create some pretty cool trees just by using the parts here on this massive pab wall. But yeah, there's just like so much to see. It's insane. So we're gonna pack, I don't know, what, 20 boxes today or something insane because we need this stuff and we keep running out. And I know I haven't used a lot of these yet and we've just been like hoarding them away, but I know the countryside is probably gonna need like 100 spruce trees that use, I don't know, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80 of these per tree, maybe even up to 100 depending on the size that you wanna create. So we've just been loading up for that day because you gotta do it while it's here. Amazing. I love it. There's also a new creator GWP. You get this for free when you spend 130 Canadian dollars. It is the teddy bear. Looks like a pretty cute build. I like that. You also get a new element in here, which is the like short half arch. You see it right there in the book. Have you ever seen that part yet? It's new. It looks old, but it's not as tall. It's like 1 plate tall rather than 2 plates tall. Before the stud, does that make sense? Also the glasses. The glasses, that's like Carl's glasses from the Up Brickhead. Looks like they still have the Legend of Zelda set for 5,000 VIP points. Like you get $50 worth of VIP points if you buy that set. Also, what's this? The Dragons Rising Tournament Temple City, 5,000 points for that one too. The Hogwarts Great Hall is on sale. This one comes with the Cave Troll. The Troll in the Dungeon. I don't have that one yet, but I don't really collect this scale of Harry Potter stuff. It's regular $260 on for $234. Here is a Allosaurus set. Dinosaur Mission Transport Truck. Pretty sweet looking dino. Regular $120 on for $108. And you can also grab 5,000 additional VIP points on this Damaged Box Special. This is the Mercedes F1 car. I wasn't aware of this promotion here, but it looks like all Ninjago sets are on double points right now. And that includes the Ninjago City Workshops, which I don't have yet. Another double points promotion that's going down right now is the T-Rex. You can get double points on that new release. So of course we're starting to pack some boxes, and we found these gems as well. The reddish brown bushes. That's pretty cool. So we've got the 2x6 bricks lined up like that in there, topping them with some 4x6 plates, and also put some 4x6 plates down the side. And then we've got our fern boxes. Don't do much there, just sort of pack them full, close them up there. We've got 3 dark green ones, a couple regular green ones, and we're packing masonry brick boxes as well. It's funny, as the cubbies get emptied, they just keep bringing more and more out, so it's pretty cool. There's quite a few of us just stacking here right now. Pretty legendary. I don't know, I feel like we need to get more of these because come Winter Village season, we're gonna want more of those. We've ordered lots of those from Lego. Jose's shaking her head there, saying, no, she's nodding her head. She's shaking it up and down. She's agreeing with me. Awesome. How satisfying is that? 2 big stacks in there. 19 times 3, so approximately 60 per stack, 120 in there roughly. And then fill it in with the leaves. Perfect. Well, let me tell you everybody, some damage was done there. Oh my gosh, that pad wall was stacked. So recently we redid the Lego Star Wars display. We gave it its own room, and there's so much space in that room. And I'm just looking at the Lego Star Wars shelf here and being like, well, what else can we put in there? But I'll be honest with you, there's not much else we can put in there right now. So that's good. We have a lot of space for new sets because I think there's actually some new Star Wars sets coming out on June 1st, specifically that K2SO, and also that the battle droid on the was it the SAP speeder? Yeah, those 2 sets look awesome. So we'll for sure have to be back here on June 1st, which is just around the corner, to check out all the new releases, because there's like, I think 100 new releases or something like that coming out on June 1st, which is pretty crazy. You know, they had that big Lego Star Wars mural here, and they got rid of it. It was only here for a short period of time. It used to be right there, and now it's gone. But the flower wall remains. So just like that, another morning spent at the Lego store, and it was a good one. I was contemplating, or we were contemplating not coming here today, but I'm happy we did. I'm happy we got here when we did, because there's so many great parts on the pab wall, and you know what? Lots remain, that's for sure. There's like dark gray masonry and stuff over there. You could pack like 50 boxes, at least I want to pack 50 boxes. We packed 14. That's enough. So after we were done at the Lego store, where did we go? We went to the massive toy blowout, which is a warehouse full of toys and Lego on sale. I'm sure you saw that video. We loaded up, pretty excited though. Got the base plates we need for the Lego City, and just a bunch of great stuff for the kids, and just great Lego to have for the future as well. It is beautiful out. We've got to grab an ice cap. Oh yeah, that's what we needed. Didn't get the ice cap, but I got the iced coffee, and you got the ice cap. Dang, and now we're at IKEA. Woo! All right, back from IKEA. You should have seen what went down in IKEA. I won't say anything other than 40-minute wait to grab 2 basic items that weren't on the shelf. You had to order them at customer service. It took them 40 minutes to get them from the back room. Basic products, everybody, basic products. I don't know what was going on there. I had to drop the line, which was sort of serious. I was like, hey, like, can you please like go tell the guys in the back that I need this stuff? You said it was going to be a 10-minute wait. I've been waiting for 40 minutes, and I have talked to you multiple times already. I had to drop the line. I was like, you know, I'm just worried about my kids. I don't want to leave them stranded. I got to go pick them up. I don't want to leave them stranded. It's a classic dad line, and it worked. And to a certain degree, it was sort of true, because our kids are used to being picked up from daycare within a certain time frame, and we didn't want to be like way past that time frame. So it's sort of true, but yeah, I don't know what went on there. It was nuts. But this is what we got from IKEA. Actually, you know what? First off, we should go over what we got from the Lego store there. First off, this bad boy right here. I was talking about the 5,000 VIP point promotions. Apparently they had one of these in the back. So they twisted my rubber arm and I got one. So this is a 300 Canadian dollars set, but you get $50 worth of VIP points bonus, plus you get $15 when you buy it, like of your standard VIP points. So $65 in VIP points, plus one of these. And like this set is Disney, it comes with the exclusive dwarf minifigures. Like you get Grumpy in the set, also Snow White, also the Prince, and whatever, that evil queen or whatever she is, right? So yeah, that's the evil queen obviously, but yeah, like, and the teddy bear promo, like it just seemed like a great deal. So for some reason I did it. And then we got all these boxes. We're gonna have to go through there and sort all that out. Probably gonna do that tomorrow. We were actually working on the campground today. That's why it's such a disaster in here. Like yesterday we got back, well, this morning I unloaded the car. I didn't even get a chance to go through the massive toy blowout stuff that we got from there and unpack those bags. So got to do that. I got to get all this stuff put away. But we're going to worry about that tomorrow, because we were busy today with the campground. And if you watched that video, which came out yesterday, you saw all those fern trees that I was talking about, or like the fir trees. So yeah, those are what we've been building, or plan to build more of. So that's why we need so many of those fern elements. They look great. We built like almost 2 base plates worth, and they didn't even fill the campground. I would love to have a lot more of those scattered throughout the entire city. So we need to sit down one day and build nothing but fir trees for like maybe even a 2-day period. Yeah, because they take a long time to build, and we want to build even larger ones. But from IKEA, this is the basic stuff that they just for some reason could not find. This is the shelf extender. I'm pretty excited about this. Don't mind my ladder just laying there. Yeah, it's a mess in there. But this is the shelf extender. It's pretty cool. It's not just the soft back, like the crappy back that typically is found on the billy shelves. It's actually a hard back. So I decided to only get one of those and also 2 additional shelves. And that extender is going to go right there. You can see I set up my step ladder already, and I put the pieces in that actually screw right into the top of the cabinet. So that's typically where you put your corner piece in, like your corner hardware. Let's see if I've got an example up here. No, I didn't use it there. Oh yeah, that's because this is a weird angle. It only works if it's the perfect angle. So usually you screw your cabinets together using that corner piece, and then you put the hardware on the bottom. But I guess you can put those little bits in, and that extension is actually going to lock in place on the top of the billy. Now that there is actually pretty satisfying. It does go a little bit taller, a little bit higher than the PAX wardrobe unit. And this wardrobe unit here needs some shimming. The whole thing is moving. I don't even know if this side here, other than the little foot, is making contact. So I need to run a long shim underneath that whole side of the cabinet to fix that. But I still think that that is pretty satisfying there, even though it's a little bit taller. I think I definitely needed to do it in that corner. I don't think I need to do it in that corner, because if I do it there, then I may as well do it all the way along. And I cannot justify doing every single one of them. I don't think it needs it, like that, the extensions on top of the cabinets. And the reason why I don't want to do it is because in some cases I like to put tall Lego sets on top of the cabinets. For example, the globe. It's almost touching the ceiling way over there. See that? And also the nutcracker, almost touching the ceiling. And I like having that flexibility. And if I put the extensions on every single cabinet, I won't have that flexibility, because you can see I would lose like what, 3 inches almost, the ceiling down, like from here to there. It's quite a bit of space I would lose. So I don't want to do that, but I wanted to do it for there. Maybe I could have bought the other ones for this, but I'm thinking about that, because I want to be able to go right to the ceiling. I don't want to limit what sets I can put on top. Also, they didn't have the full billy extenders in, so I couldn't get that on that particular day, and otherwise I would have ordered one for that cabinet there. But yeah, that's super satisfying. Glad that we were able to install that, plus we've got 2 additional shelves. Beauty! I'm just waiting for my video to finish rendering, like my campground video, and then I've got to get that uploaded before we take off for the day. I should be wearing my Oilers hat. It's by the back door. The Oilers play in 13 minutes. I should probably watch that, because it's game 5. The Oilers could advance to the Stanley Cup final today, which is pretty exciting times. You know what? I said that I wasn't going to crack open these pad boxes, but I'm going to get them all laid out here. So when we get here in the morning, we can put all this stuff away and work on some other builds. I'm thinking tomorrow, honestly, is going to be a tree day. A tree and sorting / cleanup day. That sounds like a good way to spend the day, that's for sure. I bet you Mrs. Bricksie looks forward to that. Probably not. I'm just kidding. She's just like me. Cleaning up is usually really satisfying, especially when it's finished. We need to clean up. We need to reset. And I'm really excited about the new tree build that we came up with. So we've got to build some more of those. Had to get the fan going today. It's getting a little bit hot, but I will say having the windows blocked downstairs and up here prevents the heat from coming in, which is good. Also, there's just something about the concrete walls that keeps this place cooler than your average place, I would say. But when there's like multiple days of it being 30 or 40 degrees, oh my gosh, does it ever get hot in here. Gonna buy a swamp fan or a swamp cooler, I'm thinking. It's like a fan that has a water reserve in it, and you put like ice packs in it, and then it blows cool air. And you just like put new ice packs in it every day. I'm thinking that might be worth the investment. Haven't gotten around to ordering it yet though. Yeah, look at all those leaves in olive green, pretty sweet. We've got the 4x6 plates, got some odd shaped 1x3 plates, some 2x4s, all those winter tree elements, which is good. Just some random filler there, those brown bushes, masonry bricks, dark gray, dark orange, nougat, and light gray 1x4. And then these 6 boxes of ferns, also a mountain of these dark green bricks. I think if we pair these up in like a layer, so we start with dark gray, then we do dark green, and then green on top, it's gonna look sweet. Sort of like how I did it over here, but I just did it with the green and gray. You see how it sort of transitions from green to dark gray? I think if we mix in some dark green in there, it's gonna look real cool. Now I'm just trying to decide what we're gonna work on next, because we got that campground done. So where am I gonna go from there? I think I know exactly where I'm gonna go actually. As much as I should start the amusement park, I think there's 2 other priorities before we do that. Priority number 1 is probably this right here. And then the connection of this road. And then the blending over there as well. And that includes all the details for the barren rock work on this side, because it shouldn't look like that. It should look like this. And then also the cave in this corner. I feel like once I get that done, and maybe a little bit of stuff in here, then I feel confident switching over to the amusement park. Or maybe I should just say, whatever, we've been working on this too much lately, let's just hop on over to the amusement park and start that. I don't know. What do you think? Amusement park or finish what I've started over here? But either way, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I know I sure did, going to the Lego store, grabbing all those awesome parts, and then getting that unauthorized purchase of the Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Hey, that set is killer though. I like that. That's a sweet set. That's a good one. I like it. Yeah, I feel like that was a pretty busy couple days. And you know what? Amongst all of that, and amongst all of the stuff that you've seen us do over the last 2 weeks, we have been working on the campground behind the scenes, because it's not like we just snapped our fingers and all those mini builds came together. So we've been working on that behind the scenes, and it felt so good to get that done today. And I'm excited about moving forward. It's gonna be cool. All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming on by. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Farewell.